is the beautiful Alicia Fox.
Spoke to you and said this, Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
3 ain't enough now, I need 5. Welcome in Jim, Ryan, Matt, Tim, and intern Mark.
And after tonight, none of you in this ring will ever be the same again.
Oh my goodness, what do we do? There's a 1, there's a 2. Oh, wow. Happy Thanksgiving, 3 Count Nation. You are watching us live on tape. That makes sense. It is Thursday. It is November the 28th. It is still the year of our Lord 2019. We are still the podcast of the millennium. And we thank you for joining us on our Thanksgiving special. We hope that you are all stuffed full of the turkey, that most of you are not working, and you have had a very happy Thanksgiving. Just a reminder, everyone, check out 3countthursday.com. That is our website. You can check out and follow all of our social media links from there, our merchandise, our Patreon, and much more. If you voted for us in the Wrestling Podcast Awards, we thank you. We do not know the results yet. Those are coming this weekend, I believe. I believe this Sunday at the WrestleHub's YouTube page. We will send out a link to that on our social media channels. So, again, thank you for voting if you did that. Now, here in studio, we have Ryan, as always. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Jim.
Now, you are currently working as people are viewing this.
I am. What time is this? 9:30. I am ass deep in guests right now.
I may post
Friday
it.
Shopping.
Yeah, I may post it before 9:30.
Maybe.
But either way, what time are you working?
Charlie. Oh, geez. I was talking to intern Mark about that earlier today. I'm working Wednesday night until 2 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
And then I go back in at 1 p.m. Thanksgiving Day.
So you will be working whenever
and then
this
I work
gets uploaded.
until 2 a.m. the next morning.
Ew.
And then I'm back in at 10 on Friday.
Ryan, that sounds awful.
10, yeah. So lots of hours. Really cranky. I'm always really excited to do it, and then like the week of it, I'm like,
you're just regretting.
Like I'm tired already.
But also in studio for the first time in a very long time is intern Mark.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
We are glad you finally made it.
Hit a sound effect for Mark.
You've
Mark,
made it
anyone.
away.
First one you see.
Oh, I still have it muted because the guy's on the phone line.
Poopers.
So I'm gonna unmute it. I did that, and this was the one I was gonna hit.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. How are you? On the line with us
Hi, Mark.
is Matt and Tim. Matt, how are you doing this fine Thanksgiving evening?
I'm doing well. I am currently out Black Friday shopping. I don't want Ryan to feel like he's wasting his time just going into work for nothing, so I figured I'd go and hit the stores.
It's never a waste.
And Tim, where are you this Thanksgiving evening? Tim, are you in your new abode or are you somewhere else?
So I'm at the new place, but actually, so I had to work late on Monday, so I'm actually watching Monday Night Raw right now as we're recording. So if my mind is focused, I'm on delay, but
that makes sense
with Raw. But I'm watching Raw currently.
Well, because you're watching this now on Thursday, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw tonight for you.
So you just saw
Back to the
the
Future.
Rock come back and beat Seth Rollins
No, that was CM
to
Punk.
become the number one contender for Brock Lesnar's WWE Championship.
Who the fuck are we kidding? It's Monday, guys. We're doing our thing on Thanksgiving. We're not fucking here. We're taking the day off and we're recording live. Be thankful we're giving you something. Thank you.
Tim, you sound like Matt on Twitter.
Doug Flutie, Doug Flutie.
He's very upset.
Yes.
Jim, you took a page out of Matt's Twitter account yesterday with a tripping call.
Oh,
perhaps?
fucking hell. God damn it. That I'm still fucking pissed about it. I looked it up today. There has been 9 tripping calls in the NFL this season. 9. We are through week 12. That is hundreds of games, thousands of plays. There has been, and the NFL throwing penalty flags at a record pace this season.
That is true.
9 tripping calls, 3 of which against the Dallas Cowboys, 2 of which occurred yesterday. It's
Yikes.
bullshit.
Stop tripping.
It is bullshit.
Jim, I feel like you're tripping now.
I might be.
Mark, what is your takeaway, Mark, from the NFL games yesterday?
Oh my gosh! I'll tell you what. I was so disappointed to see that Detroit lost.
That's true.
That's
Dan
about all
P
I
was
know.
very upset.
Dan P was fit to be tied.
So the real
believe it.
reason, obviously, we are here and we are live to tape on a Monday, delayed to view on a Thursday, is because, of course, it is Thanksgiving. So we again hope that that everyone out there has had and will have a happy Thanksgiving. And if you are out Black Friday shopping, don't stab anybody. Just
do it. You know what? It'll make the workers more excited.
I can't wait for the
Give them something they ain't seen before.
for the Thursday and Friday night fights. I can't wait this
It's
week.
gonna be so good.
I saw a great meme. It was like 3 dogs trying to stuff their way in a door, and it said Black Friday. Did you post that, Mark?
I did post
yes,
that.
Black
yeah.
Friday at PetSmart. Hilarious.
cute.
I absolutely love it. But we hope everyone has had a happy Thanksgiving. We will also not be live next week.
Next week.
There'll be another one of these sort of
So
situations
the
next
Dallas
week.
Cowboys are playing 2 Thursday night games in a row.
Yes, it's happened the last few years. So they always play on Thanksgiving, and
Always.
since the NFL has done Thursday night games every week for the past few seasons, they for whatever reason, I think every team has to play one.
Oh, really?
I
didn't know
believe so.
that.
I think
Okay.
that's like a rule. They have to play at least one. The Cowboys obviously play 2 back-to-back Thursdays. They put them on, and they're playing the Bears, who also play Thanksgiving.
The Bears.
So it's a normal rest. They have a short week this week, a normal week from 12 to 13,
Sure.
and then or 13 to 14, and then they'll have the extended week for
Going into-
week 15.
okay, that
so,
makes sense.
but yeah, they've done that the last few years. So.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's
2 in
why-
a row. That's why I never even caught that.
But yeah, we'll have another episode. But today, this is the Thanksgiving foods draft episode, and then we will talk a little bit about NXT Takeover and Survivor Series, which were the past 2 days here.
Was wrestling?
There was some wrestling this past weekend, and I didn't have to spend $50 to watch it.
You're such a hoe.
Tim, I'm gonna like turn the reins over to you here for a second, the Roman reins over to you for a second, because these draft shows are kind of your baby, your brainchild, if you will. So kind of give maybe some of the parameters here. We'll ask a few questions if we have any before we get started, and then we're gonna get how many rounds? Well, I'll let you give all the parameters for this draft.
So since there are 5 of us, we're at full strength today. I think it'd be fair to go 4 rounds deep.
Okay.
Just because I think by the time you get to that last round, it's going to be real tough to pick. Like, it's where the drafts will be made, not necessarily where they'll be broken. So we'll do 4 rounds apiece in a serpentine style. Now, I know some people are asking, what does that mean? Well, imagine if you're at the Thanksgiving buffet at your house and all the food is lined up from top to bottom. So you start at the head of the line, you pick up a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of something else, and then you get to the end and you go, man, all of that food looks really good. I need some more. So you get a little bit more from the end, then you move your way back up and you move your way all the way back up to the front. So if you pick first in the if you pick last in the first round, you pick first in the second round.
Got it.
Everybody got that?
Got that.
Got it.
All right.
Got it.
And in order to set the order of the draft, the four of you guys are going to pick a number between 1 and 100. The closest will set the order.
Okay.
I have my number.
Matt, go ahead.
76.
Intern Mark.
69.
3.
I will go 22.
Intern Mark wins. The number is 51.
Okay. Intern Mark, so you get to determine the draft order. Who would you like to have the first pick in the Thanksgiving Day draft? Thanksgiving Foods draft.
On Thanksgiving Day live.
Live on tape.
Live on tape. You know what? I'm going to have to go with you, Big Jim, for inviting me in the studio.
Thank you.
I'm going to make you number one.
I appreciate that. Mark, who would you like to go second in the draft?
Let's go with Matt calling in.
Oh, Matt Chu.
All right, Matt Chu. Intern Mark, who would you like to go third in the draft? Right in that middle slot.
I'm going to throw Ryan in there. Let's give Ryan number 3.
He's angling to get the back-to-back picks.
I see where he's going. Intern Mark, who would you like to go fourth?
I'm going to give that to Tim.
So that goes to Tim. So Intern Mark, you will be last in the first round, but first in the second round. So now, Tim, before we get rolling here, is there any sort of parameters? Is something hypothetically
is cranberry relish and cranberry sauce the same thing?
I have never heard of cranberry relish.
Really?
Well, you got to remember, he's from south of the border.
I would think that was from that area.
The Mason-Dixon line.
No.
That's what I mean.
Sam.
That's what I mean by south of the border. I meant the Mason-Dixon line. Total apologies.
So
let's end up build the wall Jim over here. Jesus
South of the
Christ.
border.
So if you would eat cranberry relish like you would cranberry sauce,
Gotcha.
that is the same.
That was a bad example.
Okay, so like sweet potato casserole and mashed sweet potatoes would be the same thing because the
main ingredient is sweet potato.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I think that answers the questions. You can't double up on like the main ingredient of the dish. You cannot double up on. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions, or are we free to start the draft?
Is turducken an individual choice?
Oh man.
Turducken.
So,
But if somebody picks turkey, turducken is off the table.
correct.
Got it.
Okay.
What the devil's turducken?
It's a turkey stuffed with the duck, stuffed with the chicken.
Well, how do you like that?
Turducken.
I've never had it. I've heard it's good. I feel like it would be a challenge to cook though.
All right.
Stuff
So
with it.
now, we said way too many food items.
We did. We threw a lot
No
out
more
there.
Food items. Let's start draft.
All right.
Good point. Nobody will probably come up with turkey. That's
So
a
the
good choice.
So the first pick is in. Turkey off the board.
Off the board.
Turkey.
Turkey is off the board. That is the number one. That is number one in my heart. Absolutely, turkey off the board.
Turkey off the board.
Matt, to you.
I am taking mac and cheese off the board.
Mac
Mac and cheese.
What a great.
Not a normal dish at my Thanksgiving table.
It
but
made my list of eligible options. I have like 38 items, so I was ready to do this.
wow, you actually wrote down items.
I've got 38 in front of me.
No shit.
I was gonna say four rounds seems a little light. I have about 26 on mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we can do 5. We can go 5.
Let's
We can
go 5. I
rounds.
think we can make it 5.
Yeah, we can. I think we can stretch it out. All right,
Okay,
Ryan.
5 rounds.
Ryan with the third pick in the first round.
I'm going to have to continue with the entree feel and just take ham off the board.
Okay, ham is off of the board.
Ham.
I'm so mad.
Tim is
I'm mad
upset.
that-
So
I'm mad
What makes you mad, sir?
because I thought that ham was going to slide to 4.
I hear you. I hear you.
I would not have taken ham
I
at
am
this
a
point in the
ham
first round.
fan.
Are you more ham than turkey?
Every day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Every day.
Ooh, bad choice on both
Every
accounts.
day.
All right, with the 4th pick in the first round.
All
Tim.
right. So the Tim delegation will select stuffing.
Uh-oh.
Mark.
Uh-oh,
decided
intern
that.
Mark.
There goes my pick.
Oh, no. Mark, you could have put yourself in that spot.
I thought stuffing would
You
slide
could have
under the
put
radar.
yourself right there.
Good luck with all you meat boys trying to have stuffing on the side. You ain't gonna have.
Man.
Mark, you have the
Now,
great selection of having 2 picks in a row now.
So with the 5th pick in the first round, the 5th and final.
now stuffing and filling would be the same thing.
That is correct.
Yes, it is. It
And
is.
dressing. Stuffing, filling, and dressing all the same.
And dressing. All right, I'm gonna go with succotash.
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 What exactly is succotash? I don't know if I've ever had succotash.
That's corn and lima beans.
Corn and
Oh
lemon.
yeah, you can have that. You can
I'm gonna take
absolutely.
the
together.
succotash.
You can absolutely have succotash.
But that then would pull corn from anything else, correct?
And lima beans.
I would think that is a different thing.
Yes,
Personally,
I would,
myself.
I would argue that corn and succotash are
Because if there
are
was a bowl
different.
of corn and a bowl of succotash, I would pick from the bowl of corn. That is my choice. Tim, it is your draft.
We stumped it.
I will allow it being different than corn. It is its own thing.
Okay, all right, good to know.
There it is.
Good to
And
know.
Also, because succotash is a sucker pick. That's
Salsa.
Of all the picks you could have taken first round, you picked succotash.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
you took my filling,
Roman
so I had
Reigns shit for saying succotash.
I had to
I'm
do
giving-
something. Suffering succotash.
he got thrown off hard by you taking stuffing. So
Boy, that hurt.
Right.
intern Mark with the first pick in the second round.
I would go with one of my personal favorites, cranberry sauce.
Cranberry
sauce.
It's really not a
sauce.
favorite at all. I hate it.
I fucking love cranberry
I
sauce.
hate it. You get it in the can and it comes out looking like the can.
I love it.
It's so good.
It's like-
It is so are you more a cranberry like cranberry relic? Like you have the whole cranberry sauce?
I like the whole cranberry.
Okay.
The actual cranberry. And I like the group, the cranberries too.
Yeah. I'm not a cranberries fan,
like
but
cranberries.
Was that zombie?
Yeah, they had zombie.
Yeah.
nice.
And linger.
Linger,
There
yep,
we go.
you
Yeah.
know.
All right, so we move to the second pick in the second round. We go to Tim with the Tim delegation, I believe he said in the first round.
This is a beautiful day for the Tim delegation. We didn't think we were going to be able to get this item.
God damn it.
I was sure this item was going to go,
It's got to be.
and it is a staple for me. Sweet potato casserole.
Sweet
Coming
potato
off the
casserole.
board.
Sweet potato Cass. That's a bummer.
Sweet potato casserole off the board.
If I would have been not the first pick, sweet potatoes this year would have been off my because I got the Wawa Gobbler
Oh,
this
the
year,
Gobbler.
and they offer mashed sweet potatoes in the Gobbler bowl, and I am just head over heels for the sweet potato this year. So Tim, that is a fantastic pick. You stabbed me in the heart, but good choice, sir.
That's a great choice. That is.
All right, we move to the third pick in the second round with Ryan. Ryan, how we doing? I think you're
Good. I'm salivating over all of the choices I have left.
What do you got?
I am going to go with mashed potatoes.
All right, so sweet and mashed potatoes are now off the board. That's a hitter.
They are gone.
That is a hitter right there to the potato sector
It is.
of this draft.
I bet Matt drafts ketchup next.
Let's find out with the fourth pick in the second round. Matt, what are you going to select?
As tempting as that is, Ryan, I've got to go with the staple for my house, which is the green bean casserole.
Oh, it's a good one.
Oh man, I am hurting
that.
here. Now, do you enjoy? What part of it do you enjoy more? Is
The
it
onion.
The onion on top,
onion.
the crunchy? Oh
Crunchy
yeah,
onion. So
I
good.
love it. I'll take a little extra. I'll pocket a little extra, just to throw a little extra on the top.
Take these
Steve.
onions for later.
All right. So with the final pick in the second round,
This is exciting.
I am going to jump onto the dessert
God
table,
damn it.
and I'm going to grab
There it goes.
some pumpkin pie. I'm going to grab some pumpkin pie.
You reaching son of a bitch, taking pumpkin pie second round.
Hey, hey! I got no potatoes left.
None.
I have no stuffing left.
None.
I have no
Outside
green
of
bean
Jim,
casserole
right on
with the
dessert table.
Son of a butt.
Way to go, Jim.
no crunchy onions for Big Jim. But God damn it, I have my pumpkin.
You got your pumpkin.
I have my pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin,
There it
pumpkin,
is.
pumpkin.
Jim, you're that guy that takes the kicker in the 7th round just to make everyone panic. Start
Well,
throwing
if-
off their drafts.
If I have a strong enough offense, and I know obviously Justin Tucker's still there, then by all means, why would I not take a Justin
That's
Tucker?
fair. And he gets to lead off the third round here. So
And
there's
I-
really no harm in that pick. That's a great pick.
There's
Jim.
no harm in that pick. And if we have a keeper league, I'm I would still have pumpkin pie eligible. But with the first pick in the third round, rolls are off the board. Rolls are off the board.
This sneaky son
That
of a
was my
bitch.
pick.
Oh yeah,
The rolls are gone.
rolls are gone,
Rolls are
boys.
gone.
Oh my gosh.
I did not forget about my bread,
That's fair.
so
That's fair.
I didn't get the stuffing,
No stuffing.
but I get my bread. I still got my bread. All right, we go to Matt with the second pick in the third round. Matt, what would you like to select?
I feel like I don't technically even need this. I just want to take it off the board so you all have your dry meals. So I'm taking gravy off the board. John.
Oh,
man.
That's a good ass pick.
damn.
That was my pick.
Shit, that was a good pick. I didn't even think about gravy.
I should have bartered.
You know what? Screw you, Matt. I have the dark meat turkey. I didn't need no fucking gravy because the dark meat is moist as hell. With
Son
the
of a bitch.
Gravy.
Gravy, that's a good one.
Roll that
You
out of
poor
here.
bastard.
Boy, that really.
So, Matt, are you putting the gravy on your green bean casserole or your mac and cheese? That's all I want to know.
Hey, I got a couple rounds here.
That was
picks
straight
in the
defense
bag.
for Matt right now.
That was smart defense. All right, with the third pick in the third round, we go to Ryan.
Just to confirm, rolls and biscuits are the same.
I go to Tim. Tim's the determiner.
You know what? Fuck it. Don't even need an answer. I can't have gravy on my mashed potatoes. But I'll be damned if I'm going to let you butter your rolls. I'm taking butter.
Oh, damn.
Like it.
Man,
Like
it is
That's
getting.
cutthroat.
You
It
can
is-
put butter on those taters all night long.
Heaviness all up in here.
That's dude. That's a low shot.
That is a low shot.
That is a
low
dirty,
shot.
underhanded
bottom.
shot.
My cholesterol feels it already.
I like where you're at though. You're gonna throw some butter in those, but you're gonna look at me while you're just scooping butter into your mashed taters. I know
You're
it.
eating your dry ass roll.
Yeah. Yep. Sure am. Sure
You're going to
am.
be choking on that.
All right. With the fourth pick in the third round, we go to the Tim delegation. Tim.
So Tim delegation needs a protein right here, and since turkey and ham are off the board, we're going to go with a very versatile meat. We're going chicken.
Okay. Not one I normally think of when I think of Thanksgiving.
You know, the Pilgrims loved eating the chicken.
Did they?
They
Did they?
loved the chicken.
Chicken is
Pilgrims.
versatile. We could pull it, we could rotisserie style it, we could fry it, we could bake it.
Love the
So
cock.
many different ways to cut up that chicken.
But you could pull it.
What'd you say, Ryan? What'd you love?
The Pilgrims love the cock.
Oh, they love
They love the cock.
Jesus.
Well,
Good choice, Tim. Good little protein there for you. With the final pick in the third round of the 3-count Thursday Thanksgiving food draft, intern Mark, what is your selection?
well, this one's very specific. Ooh. It's the Hodecker's brand celery. You got to get your celery at Hodecker's.
What the? Okay, Hodecker's. I'm writing it down. Hodecker's celery.
Did somebody not tell intern Mark how this shit works? He's
Hey.
taking succotash and celery?
And cranberry sauce.
I'm going to have one heck of a Thanksgiving if
my
you guys
God.
want to come over.
You're gonna have one hell of a
God.
Black Friday with all the.
Ryan,
With all the vegetables you're eating, Mark.
You remember that Christmas song you made us listen to that was real sad? About
it was so
kids who was
pathetic.
about to die? That one?
Yeah.
If that kid were to have grown up and had a Thanksgiving at about 45 years old, it's Mark.
It's Mark's.
Jeez. All right.
Hey, maybe this is the Redeemer pick right here.
Yeah, right here we go. All right, with the first pick in the 4th round, intern Mark selects.
Oh, my God. Let me think here. That Hodecker celery is pretty tasty. Have you guys had that?
I've had celery. I don't think I've had Hodecker's.
Hodecker celery.
Is that purchased at Roots Market?
Every Tuesday at Roots
Every
Market.
Tuesday at Roots
Stop
Market.
by right across from the Crazy Fudge Lady.
So I know
This
where I know what intern Mark's grabbing tomorrow morning.
You better believe it. She'll be running out of it by noon. I guarantee.
She will. You better get there
It
early,
will be
Mark.
Gone.
All right. So Mark, what is your selection here in the 4th round?
Well, let's see. You guys are taking all the good ones.
We are.
But then you got to admit the Hodecker celery. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Sleeper pick.
Did not see it coming, man.
sleeper.
I did not have that on any of my mock drafts.
Let me think here. What's you know what? I'm going to go with one of my personal favorites is the glazed carrots.
Oh, carrots.
I'm going to
Glazed,
do another vegetable.
glazed carrots. All right.
Go with that. Go with those.
Holy
vegan
hell! I hope you have a lot of toilet paper, Mark.
Well, I got the those 2-ply napkins.
Oh,
It's vanity.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, you just put them in the trash can. Then
I was going to say, I hope you don't flush those. That would be a mess.
Shame you can't have any brown butter carrots, Mark, because that would have really hit it.
Oh,
gone.
the butter's gone.
Damn.
Maybe I could use margarine. That's still on the board.
That is on the board.
Yeah, that is different than butter. All right. We move to the Tim delegation with the 2nd pick in the 4th round.
All right, so this is a bit of a brazen pick, but a lot of people have gone and dipped their toe into a well that I didn't expect them to go. So I am going to take all of the booze.
Wow.
Whoa.
Tim went with the booze.
Tim takes booze.
All of it.
Just all of it. All the beer, all the wine.
Mark could have saved himself a whole bunch of picks and just said vegetables.
You got to knock that off in the first
vegetables.
I'd take potatoes, everything.
Now, I'll pose this. Tim, I'll go to you first since you took the booze off the table. Is there a go-to drink that you have on Thanksgiving?
I don't. I just wanted to take booze from everybody else.
Okay, Matt, is there a drink that you prefer on Thanksgiving?
I typically don't drink just because I'm going to eat so much that I don't want to cancel out any space.
That's fair.
See, I could think like some liqueur in coffee.
Oh, a liqueur, sure.
So you're already gonna get snoozed out with the tryptophan.
I have always been like a glass of water and a small glass of Coke. Like that is always for like big holiday meals.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever drink much, but now that I'm thinking it out, I might have to get some liqueur for a coffee.
Liqueur.
For an after dinner coffee.
Liqueur.
All right, so with the
what do you drink for Thanksgiving?
Well, I'll tell you what
what washes down all your vegetables?
You're going to think I'm crazy, but it's a treat for everyone at my house. Treat soda.
A treat soda.
Specifically, a treat grapefruit soda.
Oh my!
It's
wow!
So tasty.
Mark, if you ever have an empty spot at your table for Thanksgiving, I'm good, man.
That's so hurtful,
man.
I felt that.
Wow. All right. Let's go to the next pick with the 3rd pick in the 4th round. Ryan selects.
I have so many items left on my board right now, but I feel like it's the time to go the route of dessert.
Okay. I know you're not going pumpkin pie.
I'm not.
Which is fine for you because you're not a pumpkin pie
I'm not
guy.
a pumpkin pie guy.
What if you take all the pies?
Just pie.
Pie.
Oh man, that would be.
You know what? Oh boy, I'm gonna. So many things. Let's go pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Yes.
Is it pecan or pecan?
They are pecans.
Pecans.
But I would eat pecan pie.
You know who has the best pecan pie?
I definitely pronounce it.
Is that
different.
Miriam's
Is it
Pies?
Miriam's Pies Available every Tuesday at
There
Roots.
we go. What consecutive week are you up to, intern Mark?
You know what? Let me take a look. I'll do a little research.
Do a little research.
Is it over? It's over a calendar year, correct?
It's over 5 calendar years.
You've gone to Roots every Tuesday for over 5 calendar years.
I could have went to college and gotten a degree.
Well, why would you want to do something like that?
When I could go to Roots every Tuesday.
Exactly.
Free.
All right, with the fourth pick in the fourth round, we go to Matt. Matt, what do you select?
Now, let me ask you this, Mark. Since you took the sweet potato casserole, is sweet potato pie still on the board?
Well, that was Tim that took the casserole.
Tim, I'm sorry.
Sweet potatoes are off the board.
Ooh.
What about in pie form?
Well, that was Matt's question, so you can't.
Well, you have to have sweet potatoes to make sweet potato pie.
All right. I was just wondering because we need corn to make succotash, and that was still on the board. So just wanted clarification.
That's fair.
So I said, cancel corn?
Then fine, I'll retroactively take corn off the board because nobody's taking corn.
All right, corn's off the board.
I mean, I
folks.
was going to take corn next, but that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's what I was going to grab.
I will recover. I'll move on. So Matt, the pick is still yours.
All right. So I'll still stick with the dessert. We'll just go with the traditional apple pie a la mode.
Apple pie.
Oh, taking ice cream off the board too with the
A
a
la
la mode.
Wow. That came out of left field, man.
That was a big one.
That came out of left field.
That's all ice cream.
Ice cream is
all
gone.
ice cream
Rocky Road
is gone.
Rocky
Road gone.
Moose Tracks
gone. Butter pecan gone.
What
if
about
you're at
some
Mark's Thanksgiving, strawberry ice cream is gone.
Butter brickle gone.
Freaking butter brickle's gone. That breaks my heart.
Mark had butter brickle written down. That was going to be his next selection.
He couldn't do ice cream or butter, so
Cannot do it.
So fuck me, right?
Man, I'll tell you.
All right, with the final pick in the fourth round,
We are so fat.
I would like to select. Since I can't take corn, I will take peas.
Peas
I will
off the
take
board.
peas because I know Mark was looking at those peas to round out his vegetable dinner. So sorry, Mark, I took your peas.
You took my peas.
They could be baby peas. They could be
What about
full-size
sugar
peas. This could be sugar peas.
Sugar peas.
All peas. All peas at my plate.
They all gone.
And now we move into the last round here. With the first pick in the final round, I would like to screw all of you other pie eaters out of the whipped cream.
Yep, there it was.
With the whipped cream.
Great choice, Jim.
I'm rounding out my pumpkin pie.
May I ask a question?
Okay.
Can I have a recap of the draft board?
Okay. Yes.
Like, what has been taken?
All right. So we started in the first round with myself taking turkey, Matt taking mac and cheese.
He said mac and cheese, by the way.
Matt and cheese.
Matt and cheese.
Ryan took the ham. Tim, you took the stuffing. And intern Mark took that sweet succotash.
That's right. Okay.
All right. Second round, intern Mark started off with the cranberry sauce.
Yep.
Tim, you took the sweet potato cast.
Yep.
Ryan took the mashed taters.
Uh-huh.
Matt took that delicious green bean casserole.
Uh-huh.
And I was the dickhead that went to the dessert table far too early and smiled my big ass with that pumpkin pie.
Uh-huh.
Then we went to the third round. I started with rolls. Matt screwed us all with the gravy.
Sure did.
Ryan had the butter in the kitchen. Tim, you took chicken off the board. And Mark didn't take any celery. No, he took that Hodecker celery.
Believe me, if you try Hodecker celery, you won't go back to any other brand.
I will take your word.
believe you.
I can't tell you any time I was just like, God damn, I could eat some celery right now. Just never.
No, I mean, I like celery with some peanut butter. I like celery with
Are you putting peanut
pimento
butter on
cheese.
this shit? You're like
Well, you can
just
get
steaming the fucking celery
well, you
for
can
dinner.
get real peanut butter over by the Queen Bee over in Area
Can
5.
do that.
You get the.
It's just a goddamn advertisements for Roots Market. This whole podcast.
They don't even pay us. All right.
She grinds the peanuts right in front of you. They're warm when she gives them to
I'm
you.
assuming she just uses her bare hands and just smashes them up.
I'd be okay if she did use her bare hands.
Jesus. Then we went to the fourth round. Mark kept the veggies coming with the glazed carrots. Tim took all the booze, just all of it.
All the booze.
Ryan took the pecan or pecan pie. Matt took the apple pie a la mode. I finished off the fourth round with peas, and then we began the last round with me taking the whipped cream.
Thank you.
So the second pick of the final round moves to Matt, and Matt is your pick in.
It is. I need a protein to pour that gravy on, so we're gonna take duck off the board.
Good.
Quack 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 quack. I love some duck.
It's a great.
That is
selection.
fantastic. I would have taken for Thanksgiving, because dark meat over white meat. I would have taken duck over chicken. So Ryan with the third pick in the fifth and final round.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I feel like I have to bring in something that makes people really want to show up. And I'm hoping this is still on the board. But a nice pumpkin roll.
See, no, I
which
think
is more of a cake item than a pumpkin pie item.
But see, if Matt couldn't have sweet potato pie because Tim took the sweet potatoes, and I couldn't.
Pumpkin roll is gone.
Yeah, and I couldn't have my corn because Mark had to have succotash in the first round.
Okay.
So I apologize. I took your pumpkin.
That's fine.
And
Mark in the first round really sticking it to Big Jim.
Yeah,
in the
he
fourth.
certainly did.
I'm sorry if that upsets you, Big Jim.
It's okay. I got my pumpkin pie and my turkey and my rolls, so I'm pretty good.
All right.
Brian, are you stumped? Are you in some
I'm
trouble
not. No,
here?
I've got a ton of options. I really do. I've got many items I can go with. So maybe this one will work. How about cornbread?
That has corn.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
I can't believe that would be the same as rolls.
Well, no, but corn,
I'm
right?
saying because of the corn gone.
Because you need corn to make cornbread. Or are you making a cornbread mix that doesn't involve corn?
I am making goddamn box cornbread.
It's not my. It's
I
not,
allow it.
I would allow it because you can make the boxed cornbread without corn or bread.
Correct.
So I'll allow it.
I'm gonna go with cornbread then.
All right, Ryan's got the cornbread. Well done. Well thought out.
Going with
you
the
thought that
cornbread.
one through, Ryan.
They've got so many options.
I'm proud of you. All right, with the fourth pick, the second to last pick in this draft, we go to the Tim delegation. Tim, what would you like to select?
So because of the corn fiasco, this would have been my sleeper cell pick. I want to put it on record that this would have been corn pudding here in the fifth and final round.
And that would have had you absolutely lose the draft.
Corn pudding.
Corn. Okay, before you make your pick, can I ask what the fuck is corn pudding?
Thank you.
Have you had rice pudding?
I have had rice pudding.
When I was an infant.
Rice pudding, but corn pudding.
That
You just can't put corn in pudding.
That, with all due respect, sounds.
Don't knock it till you try it. You talking about this South stuff? You ain't.
If you can bring me.
If you brought up collard greens, we'd be like, "Yep, that's delicious. Do it." But corn in
collard
pudding?
Nasty.
I would be willing to try corn pudding. So if you
I only get it from like one particular place in my Thanksgiving rounds that I have not been to in ages since I don't live in Virginia anymore. So I am literally taking all of my knowledge on corn pudding from this one person who made corn pudding at my buddy Sonny's house. His auntie used to make corn pudding. It was delicious.
Sonny's auntie is exactly the person I was thinking you'd say.
I belabor the point.
Yes.
My fifth and final pick will be a dessert. It will be a pudding, it will be banana pudding.
Well done, sir.
Banana pudding.
Well done on the banana pudding. Now, that is, of course, with the Nilla wafer crackers, correct?
The way that God intended.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, and with the fifth pick,
This is the most exciting pick, Mr. Irrelevant.
with the fifth pick in the final round, do I have a drum roll somewhere? I don't think I do. I think
You
I
do?
did. I? Where is it? I can't find it. I can't find the damn drum roll. We go to the end of the table, the Tim spot, but it is currently the intern Mark spot. Intern Mark, what is the final piece of your Thanksgiving table?
Well, I'm going to go with Cornish game hen.
Cornish game hen.
What do you think about that?
Mark comes in with the meat.
All right.
You pull that meat out of the oven.
Solid.
The old Cornish hen.
Solid pick. You
Wasn't
actually
thinking
found a way to get a protein on your
I
vegetable
got-
table.
That's right. It's not all vegan this year.
It is. It is certainly
It's never been
not.
all vegan any year.
Never been.
All right, so to just
Well, wait, before we wrap this up fully, and feel free to shoot this down.
okay.
It's an odd number draft, just to get that one last loop. We don't need to do foods, but there's always like a few Thanksgiving activities that people do. Do we want to draft one activity?
Ooh.
All right.
I love it.
Running back up the table. So starting from Mark.
Yep. Starting from
Yeah.
Mark.
All right, so intern Mark, we start with you. A Thanksgiving activity.
Now, does fighting with family, is that part of Thanksgiving activity?
I think that's probably the most appropriate of Thanksgiving
appropriate.
activity. Is that
Well,
is that
Arguing
your
about
pick?
Politics?
No, we don't usually bring up politics at the Hottenstein house. It's usually something stupid.
Now was
Who is
that
normally the is it who's normally the culprit? Is it OG? Is
No,
it Wally?
It's probably me.
Is it you?
I'll
You're
bring
the,
something up to stir.
You're the shit
so
stirrer?
so that is that your pick? Fighting with
Well,
the family?
you know what? No, I think I'll go with the.
Calm down, Paige.
We generally have, and it's very spontaneous, but like a karaoke dance party usually breaks out.
A karaoke.
Okay.
dance
And
party.
OG's right in the middle of it.
I would believe that.
We
I
usually
bet
egg
OG.
them on. And then my
He's a
mother,
dancer.
my mother doesn't come up for a year.
So intern Mark has the karaoke dance party.
It's a very popular choice.
That
Mark, I take it back. If you have an open spot at Thanksgiving, I'm back.
Come
There
on
you
over.
go. There you
You're
go.
always welcome.
Hey, you get an extra spoon of succotash for that one, Matt, for jumping back in. All right, with the second pick in the sixth and activity round of the draft, we go to the Tim delegation.
The Tim delegation absolutely will pick the activity of the draft, and that is the post-Thanksgiving meal nap.
Wow, the nap is a great choice.
That's the right. That one was the right answer.
That was the right answer.
That was the right answer.
Tryptophan coma.
Just. Well, and you got the booze too, so you're
All
getting
there.
you're getting
Sauce.
double whammied there for the nap. All right, let's go to the third pick in the activity round. Ryan.
I mean, I can't believe that it slipped to me, and that would be watch football.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that I made it that long. So I will absolutely gobble that one up.
Yeah.
It's the foosball.
Yep. That's a
Pre, during, and after eating.
absolutely. Even if you're like, we're gonna eat at noon. No, you're not. You're gonna eat at 1:30
eat
because somebody
at halftime.
because somebody failed to get the turkey in the oven
Right.
soon enough or something like that. Nobody eats at noon. If you say you do, you're a liar. I'm sorry,
Pretty
you're a
true.
liar.
It's pretty true.
All right, let's go to the fourth pick in the activity round. The guy who came up with the activity round, Matt. What is your Thanksgiving activity?
And I'm kind of surprised this dropped to me, but I'm watching the Macy's Day Parade.
Great
Oh,
choice.
Solid.
man.
Solid.
Do you watch it with the commentary on or off? I can't stand the commentary.
I can't tell you.
It all depends.
The last time I watched that, I couldn't even tell you.
It's like watching a wrestling show. I just can't deal with the commentary.
Oh, it's terrible. They had a Smokey Bear balloon.
Did
Is that what are they? They're float. It's not a float. They're a balloon.
The big balloons.
Large balloon.
Charlie Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, the The only difference is that after the Thanksgiving Day parade, I can't go to Twitter and make the commentators delete theirs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yikes.
Ooh. Damn. Ouch. Ouch.
That one stings.
Yeah. Ow, that one. Ooh. Ah. All right. With the final pick in the draft, in the activity round, I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it. It's a responsibility that nobody wants to do. But you know what? Somebody's got to do them dishes.
Oh.
I'm going to do the dishes.
Jim, you're invited over this year, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna do the dishes.
Are you the dishwasher typically?
Oh God, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, no. A lot of times we use like paper.
Oh, okay. All right.
So there's less dishes. And the turkey pan's a foil pan.
Right.
So there's minimal dishes. But you watch your football.
I will.
Tim, you take your nap. Matt, you watch the parade. Mark, get them dancing shoes on. I got the dishes.
That's so
I got
sweet
the
of you.
dishes.
I appreciate that, Jim.
I mean, the reality of it is like I'm gonna work and someone's gonna go shop.
Right. The
That's
reality is
happening.
I'm going to watch the football.
Right.
Did you know that Hershey Park opens at 5 on Thanksgiving?
Do they really?
5
Yes, they
o'clock.
do.
Are you? And you will be there kicking the gates down, right?
We're going to be there.
I can't.
after
I
we're
didn't
done
know that.
dancing.
I can't believe that.
Come on
I
out.
actually was surprised that Mark didn't pick that as his activity.
I am.
Yeah,
It
I
was
seriously,
the Hershey Park trip.
I seriously considered it. It's become a tradition at the house now.
That
We all
makes
go up.
sense. That makes sense. Food wise, is there any like notable omissions that anybody could think of? Like I had mine broken down: entrees, veg, desserts, and other. Like, and we've covered everything in my other category. But I went like Italian.
I was gonna say. I mean,
like
if-
lasagna, stuffed shells.
Yeah,
as, like,
I was gonna say
uh-oh.
there's no pasta dishes of any kind for the Italian Thanksgiving. That one kind of stood out. But I mean that doesn't make it at my table. So
It wouldn't make it in mine. No, I had a cheesy cauliflower.
Ooh,
which didn't make it.
Ooh, okay.
Real good.
Butternut squash, roasted butternut squash soup.
Oh, I love
That's a-
squash soup.
that's a pretty
I don't
big one.
think of that much at Thanksgiving.
Oh, really? Okay.
But
Roasted Brussels sprouts. I've had them at Thanksgiving.
I
before.
do like roasted Brussels sprouts.
Just a bunch of desserts didn't get picked. Cherry pie didn't get picked.
Cherry pie.
Cheesecakes
a lot-
did not get
ooh,
touched.
Cheesecakes.
Mince-
We usually have like a
mincemeat pie. Does anybody do that?
Brr.
Mincemeat pie.
Speaking of chills
No one
again.
did that.
Cannoli. Sticking with the Italians.
Cannoli.
We always
Cannoli.
we always do like a chocolate pudding pie, like a chocolate
Oh
pie.
yes, yeah, little chocolate pies, little chocolate
Chocolate
pies.
pie.
But no, I think we.
My mom will do a vegetable and then a charcuterie spread for early on, just to hold us all over for dinner. That was on my list.
I mean,
just
I
left it
had
off.
gone as far to have like deviled eggs and like cheese
We do
trays.
we do have some
as
deviled
like
eggs.
appetizers. Like I was fucking ready for
My
this.
my family has deviled eggs at every occasion.
Love deviled eggs.
Now,
Do you ever stick your wiener in one? Delicious.
nope, can't say I ever did that. But
The
my
folks down at Stouffer's hate it.
my stepdad a couple years ago made deviled eggs, and he put crumpled up bacon underneath the yolk.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't tell anybody. Greatest food surprise I may have ever had. I bit into the deviled egg, and I went, "What the fuck?" Oh,
See, that's dangerous because I don't even think I bite deviled eggs. I'm like whole fucking half. Now I will chew it, but that whole goddamn thing's in my mouth. I can't tell you about biting a
I'm
deviled
going to
egg.
isolate that audio for fucking sure.
The whole
The whole
thing's in
thing.
my
The whole
mouth.
thing.
That whole thing's in my mouth.
I can't even lie about it. Thing just slides right into my tongue.
So I will get these into
was a great topic.
presentable file, and I will also put up that people can vote.
Are you going to drop it on the old Google Docs?
Oh, I could do it on the old Google Doc.
Oh, no, but-
I could do that, or I'll just do it the
old-fashioned
old-fashioned social media, Facebook, Twitter way, to find out who had the best draft, and we will let the people decide.
Okay.
So I'm sure we're all fairly confident in our skills. Mark maybe the outlier on that one.
You know what? I had the vegan vote up
You
until
did-
the
you
very
did-
last
you-
round.
you certainly
I had
did.
the vegan vote.
I
and I
certainly,
threw it away.
yeah, I was gonna say until you threw that hen in
You
there.
could have went like Impossible Sausage and really took home that
Stuck
vegan
around it
vote.
out, but not the Impossible Burger because it's cooked on the
cooked on a regular
on
thing.
on the same broiler. So lawsuit up there, buddy.
Uh-oh.
But we will let the people decide. Now, real quick here, I know Tim's got to get out of here in just.
Are we in agreement next week? Women's.
I like the women's.
All right, let's
the women's
do 6
draft.
rounds again. I think that went pretty quick. Let's do 6 rounds again.
Yeah, we can do. And if we want to add a seventh,
A seventh or eighth,
you know, when we get there.
All
but I
right,
think
at least 6.
Yeah, we'll do 6 at least next week with the women. But we got a little time here yet while we're recording. Let's talk about the last couple of days because obviously NXT Takeover and Survivor Series were the past 2 days. Both very very good shows. Again, the you know, can Survivor Series top it? We're not even going to go down that road. Did you have a favorite match from the weekend? We'll start with Tim. Did you have a favorite match from the weekend?
I did, and I am a sucker for this match, but the men's War Games match was everything I wanted and more. It gave me all the action. It gave me a really great stable that just continues to prove their worth. And then, of course, the surprise of all surprises that's going to continually play on throughout the remainder of the weekend and into tonight's Raw, Monday's Raw, rather, whenever. Yeah, the men's Survivors or the men's War Games match. That's my pick.
That bump, the Ciampa Cole bump. I've watched that thing that moves more times than I can care to count. And it's just the trust you put in somebody to pick you up and put you down and be okay is just
knowing you have to go to Survivor Series tomorrow and like put on a really good show.
Right, man.
Knowing that you just killed yourself the past 2 weeks building up to these matches.
Unbelievable.
Man.
Absolutely unbelievable. Like Adam Cole, rocket ship, man. Rocket ship. Matt, did you have a favorite match?
Baby! Somebody said his
Didn't
name.
see it coming. I forgot it was coming. And we'll take the matches off the board. We'll kind of do this in the same theme of the draft. So the men's War Game is off the board. Matt, what was your favorite match from the weekend?
I would then take The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. Red light notwithstanding.
Don't even care about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it
sucks for the first 3 minutes, and then my eyes just go numb to
I've
it.
come to accept it. Like, it's just a thing that's going to be. Like, as long as the Fiend's the Fiend, he's going to have a red light.
Poor Mark's going to be stuck with, like, Angel Garza and
No,
Swerve.
we'll go to. I'll take the last one.
Oh, you'll
I'll take the last one. We'll go to.
Sweetheart.
But
You're off the
I was
hook.
going to choose Angel.
you know,
Garza and Swerve.
Daniel Bryan had a strong showing, very strong showing.
They did. They had the strongest of showings.
But the Fiend got him. Intern Mark
Got him.
Did you have a favorite match from the weekend?
I did. I had several, but if I had to choose one,
Just one.
it was going to be the men's War Games, but I'll go with the women's War Games.
I really wish you would reconsider.
Because that was your favorite.
That
You
absolutely
know what? I'll be
was.
honest with you. I was a little disappointed when it was going to be 4-on-2, but then I quickly forgot, and the match was just fantastic. I was disappointed for maybe a minute.
Yeah, I mean, you had so many elements. Of course, you had the heel turn.
That was really good. Real good.
That I mean, I think if you really thought about it, you probably could have seen it coming, but it doesn't take away what it was. And again, talking about lighting a rocket ship, Rhea Ripley, my God, and everybody's doing
She's a star.
Everybody's doing the 10-year challenge. I saw a couple people posting today, like her a year ago to today, just completely different. I mean, she is incredible. Ryan, what what would you pick as your favorite from the weekend?
Jimmy boy, that's a great question. That's a great question. I definitely would have went with the women's match. I thought that match was flawless. Really, really was. I really enjoyed everything. God damn about that match. I will go with then I think the match of the night for Survivor Series, which was the NXT Championship match with Adam Cole and Pete Dunne.
Solid.
I thought they delivered just delivered huge on a quote main card pay-per-view. And in my mind, it really posed a question that if NXT is a legitimate third brand, are we going to see NXT on WWE pay-per-views going forward? Because it would seem silly to exclude your dedicated third brand.
Well, especially when you picked up a 4-2-1 victory.
Correct, over all of the other ones. So I don't want to see them incorporate all of their matches and lose takeovers, but I'd love to see their championships get defended on pay-per-views going forward. If they are going to be the caliber of Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, baby, absolutely.
I agree. Yeah, no, I think it's definitely an interesting wrinkle that you're going to have to look at moving forward. But, you know, and I did say to pat myself on the back from last week that I thought if there was I said on the show, if there was a brand that I thought for sure would end up in last place, it surprisingly it would be Monday Night Raw.
Right.
You know, and if you go back, I mean, for years and years, Monday Night Raw was number one. Monday Night Raw number one. And Monday Night Raw is the number 3 brand. If you need any other proof than last night, one lone victory and that was in the tag team triple threat, the Viking Raiders.
I feel like the E could sell that to USA though. Like, look, we're gonna put over this other guy. You're gonna get some more viewers. We can't have Fox be the last one, so like it has to be Raw. Like,
yeah,
I think they can sell that to USA pretty well.
For me, I'm gonna go with my match of the weekend. I'm bouncing back and forth between two here, but I think I'm gonna lean with Roderick Strong, AJ Styles, and Nakamura. I thought it was a really good triple threat match. I thought for sure that. I mean, I went into last night thinking that NXT was going to get housed pretty good, and of course they did not. But I was pleasantly surprised to see Roderick Strong pick up the victory in that one, and he's a guy that I don't I have not always been the biggest fan of. I've appreciated his talent, but he just was kind of like really good wrestler, and that was about it. I think he's come a long way with me this year, so that would be my number one. Any other kind of thoughts from the weekend that was? I mean, I for me, I am especially after watching SmackDown and NXT just kind of wiping the floor with the other two brands on SmackDown on Friday night. I thought for sure you're going to have TakeOver. TakeOver is going to be great. And then you're going to turn to Sunday, and it's going to be the Raw and SmackDown show. And I thought they were just going to kind of, you know, maybe NXT get a victory. I thought that would maybe be it. But pleasantly surprised, and NXT got the shine they did. But any other, Tim, Matt, guys, any other thoughts from the weekend that stand out to you guys?
I do.
Okay.
Who watched the Broken Skull sessions?
I did.
What do you guys think?
Like 5 minutes of it.
It was a little heavy, a little boring at first, like coming off the pay-per-view, depending what you were expecting. I thought it met all expectations for me, because I was like, you know, I've come to know what to expect with Steve Austin's podcast, and when you get into guys like that, sometimes you get real heavy with detailed shop talk, and I felt like that's what it was, and I personally enjoyed it.
I didn't watch. No comment.
Tim.
I will want to watch. It's a must watch in my opinion.
Yeah, Tim. What?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wanted more.
Yeah, I honestly could have watched it because there was and like I can't think of like all of them offhand, but like there was a couple of things that I was like, I would really like to know more about this, or I would really like to know about this, and they just didn't hit on him. So like I hope that
he'll probably be at a StarCast where you can ask those questions.
Oh, you mean AEW convention? They might not be.
My bad.
But no, I'm curious to see what other Broken Skull sessions there are as well.
Who do you think would be next?
Ooh. So Taker first. I'm trying to think of like people that haven't necessarily done that.
There's a name. There is a name floating around.
The Rock?
No.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
No, not Brett.
Oh.
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Ooh.
Mark with the C.
Oh,
This is why we keep Mark around.
That is why we
Thank
keep
you.
Mark around.
Oh,
For
hi,
that
Mark.
Succotash.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
That would be fun.
That would be enjoyable as hell. I wonder if, yeah, I guess. Would you have to be working for the WWE to do that, though? I don't know how that works.
I mean, is Stone Cold working for the WWE?
I know he has a Legends deal, and I assume that there's somewhat of. There's got to be. I mean, if you're producing content for the network,
If you're hosting a show,
I would assume that there's. I assume he works for the WWE, but like if you are a guest on the Jimmy Fallon show, you don't work for Jimmy Fallon.
Right.
Right.
That's
like
fair.
you can
Okay.
be cool with Jimmy Fallon, which I think
Well,
present history shows that CM Punk is now at least cool with the WWE world.
Sure. Okay. All right. I hear you.
So,
I'm all right with that. No.
I would like that. I would like that one.
I'd love that one. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'd like it a lot.
Did anybody have a chance to check out the Sting Untold that aired on Friday evening on the network?
yes.
That was good.
So
That
apparently-
should be a must watch.
I'm the only guy that had to work this weekend.
Apparently. Yeah, that was really good. Really good viewing as well.
My takeaway from that is it's really crazy to me to think that Sting still kind of wants to do it again.
Yeah. That
You see the glimmer in his eye talking about, letting go
Mhm.
and being done, and you can tell he wants one more.
Sure. And like, I mean, if you hear Austin talk at times, I mean, like, he always when he talks about, how obviously he retired the match against The Rock, but even when he's like, no, I'm definitely done. There's always that little bit of him that's like, my career ended too early. And, Shawn Michaels, we saw Shawn Michaels. It took a very long time, but he wrestled another match. And, Ric Flair could never totally, truly retire until, he literally almost died. And I thought for sure that him and Hogan were going to get involved at Super Sandown a couple weeks ago. So, like, these guys Taker the same way in the Broken Skull sessions. Like, he's like, if it's a challenge to myself, and I'm going to do it until I really, really, really can't anymore. But yeah, I because Sting, after 31, when he was like, that was probably it, and then it wasn't. I don't think you don't want your card punched before you're ready to cash out.
All I know is that if both men were asked, I'm pretty sure we could get Sting Taker at WrestleMania.
We probably could. We probably could. And like, here's the
I would watch it and love every minute of it and bitch about it so bad on Twitter.
Oh, absolutely. Because here's the thing, like, the Goldberg Taker match was the drizzling shits, but the entrance, like, just seeing Goldberg and Taker like standing face to face, it was fucking wild.
Right, like, are they going to fight? Are they going to kiss? What's going to happen?
Are they going to die? Are they going to croak?
What's going to happen?
But like, it was just one of those holy shit, it actually happened sort of a thing. And you want to talk WrestleMania moments? That's a Mania moment. What, the kiss?
The kiss was. It was there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good weekend. The SmackDown good, NXT great, Survivor Series really great. Like, the Survivor Series continued the trend that was only really kind of bucked by Hell in a Cell of really, really good pay-per-views this year.
If you had to choose which one you preferred more, I'm not saying which one's better, but which you preferred more, would it be TakeOver or would it be Survivor Series? For whatever reason you decide.
Who wants to go first?
I will go first since I posed the question.
Okay.
I loved the simplicity of 4 matches on a card, and all 4 matches keeping my attention. And it was like 2.5 hours. It was very easy viewing.
Okay.
That's what I really, really want in like a pay-per-view. And Survivor Series wasn't super long. I think that was like 3:25.
Yeah, I was saying. I mean, not counting the pre-show, it ended at 10:15.
So good job on the
which
E
they've
for
been doing
that.
That's
Absolutely.
been the trend because they always have a network debut of
Coming
some
after,
kind after.
yeah.
So they give you that hook.
So I would say NXT.
Intern Mark.
I took the hook. They hooked me right in.
The hook was taken.
But anyway, the show, I'm going to go with TakeOver, which I thought was an A+, and I think Survivor Series was an A. I thought they were both very, very good.
Let's go to Tim because I know you're soon got to duck out here. So Tim, which was your show you preferred?
I preferred TakeOver. I think that TakeOver, even with the smaller card, I think that the matches delivered. There weren't everything delivered or over-delivered, as opposed to with Survivor Series, where some things that were not quite there for my liking.
That's fair, yeah.
But I'll go TakeOver for sure.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, TakeOver 100%. I didn't have any real issues with Survivor Series overall. I just thought that it didn't hold together as much as NXT did.
I absolutely loved both, but the reason I'm going with Survivor Series is not because it's WWE versus NXT, but I was more pleasantly surprised with results at Survivor Series because, TakeOver, it didn't matter who won or lost. I knew I was going to get a fantastic show. I was setting myself up for the disappointment of NXT just getting whitewashed at Survivor Series. And not only didn't they get whitewashed, they won the night. There was some things that were not as great as others. The main event finish, I think, felt a little flat. Mm-hmm. But the results is what carried it over.
I agree.
For me.
That's fair.
But yeah, two great days. I'm sure, there's some interesting wrinkles that are going to happen here on Raw as we're recording this. But I think this is a good closing point for this one. So real quick, Tim, where can people find and follow you?
At Not the Tool Man across all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, if you care. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays on twitch.tv/Not the Tool Man as well. We're still playing Pokemon Shield. Really fun time. Obviously, there was no stream on Monday, but there will be a stream when you guys hear this on Thursday. There will be a stream on Friday. Ooh. Come on by, hang out if you're not working, or if your workday is slow and you have a desk job and you need something to pass time. I'll be there.
All right, thank you, Tim. We will talk to you next Monday when we record the next draft.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, Tim.
Happy Thanksgiving, Tim.
All right, Matt, where can the people follow and find you at?
You can find me on Twitter. It's at 3CT, the letter A, Philly as in Philadelphia, and the number 8, so 3CT affiliate.
I just felt like hitting it again. Who's the woman of the week this week, Matt?
Taking the week off for the holiday, so catch us back next week.
There you go, Ryan. Time for Beulah McGillicuddy.
Time for Beulah's post. I'm hacking the site.
All right, Matt. You have a great Thanksgiving, bud, and we'll talk to you next week.
You as well, guys.
All right.
Bye, Matthew.
So that's intern Mark.
Mark's here.
Mark here.
Man, it was such a pleasant time having you. Are you going to be able to join us next Monday?
I'm going to do my best.
All right,
I'd love to come back.
You're going to do your best. Well, the microphone will be there. How can
it was 280 consecutive weeks tomorrow.
Wow, that is fan-freaking-tastic.
There are some really big records in and around this area. Like Will Chamberlain had his 100-point game right up the road.
At Hershey Park Arena.
Hershey Park, this might surpass that 100-point game.
You know, if there's not people doing articles and
he is the Will Chamberlain of going to Root.
He absolutely is.
We can say that at least.
Intern Mark, where can people? You tweet every now and again.
I tweet every now and again.
You hop up on there. Where can people follow you?
3 Count Intern.
3 Count Intern.
Tweet. You can tweet me.
You can tweet at
you can
Intern Mark.
Intern Mark. 3 Count Intern.
Very good stuff. Ryan, where can people follow you?
You can follow me. It's RYN and then the word Eagle. It's RYN Eagle. But what I really want you guys to do is you can still go out this weekend and support independent professional wrestling. CCW this Friday night, their Black Friday show, November 29th. Valor Professional Wrestling returns for Red Saturday, November the 30th. That's out in New York. And then RFW Savage Sunday, December the 1st. That's coming to you in Harrisburg. Breaking news today. It's probably going to be old news come Thursday, but breaking news today. The Icons of Wrestling Festival, the Icons of Wrestling Convention returns, the 2300 Arena, April 11th. That's Easter weekend, April 11th. They've announced their first guest, Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle.
No kidding.
Kurt Angle already announced for the Icons.
It's true?
It is true. It's damn true, Mark.
Damn true.
How do you like
damn true.
That is awesome. Intern Mark and Ryan, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Jim, you do too.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
We're gonna dry ass rolls with no butter on them.
Make sure you're following us on all of our social media. That is where you're going to find the post. You get to pick who had the best draft. But also check out our home network, NGSC Sports, the sponsor of this show, Alicia's Pillows and Things. Also, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribe to all of our podcast platforms, whether you're Apple, whether you're Android, it doesn't matter. But have a wonderful Thanksgiving if no matter when you're catching this. And join us next week. Again, no live show next week. Another draft as we're going to be selecting our rosters for our women's federation. So until next week, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.